Welcome back, guys, to 45 News Utah. We're going to cover local news real quick. Okay, it's been a long day. Um, let's see. Agriculture Department has weak oversight, uh, control issues, audit fines. So there we go. Let's see what these guys got going on. So, Salt Lake City, a recent audit found one state agency lacks a culture of control, which has led to the mistakes such as an employee getting reimbursed $7,400 in mileage for travel in state-owned vehicle. That's yeah. So we're going after the Department of Agriculture. Let's all get the golf clap going on for these guys. Just say they Department of Agriculture, you guys are. No, I don't know. I think they should look after Sitla or go chasing Sitla down. School trust. Those guys are just as corrupt, if not way, way worse. But they're just kind of their own entity, so nobody really cares, right? It's just like, whatever. Sitla. So Department of Agriculture has, I guess, a different commissioner. Has it? Okay, it's gone through 4 different commissioners in 5 years. And one thing they're concerned about, as we did the audit work, is what seems to be a kind of history of oversight, weakness, and control issues at the department, said the auditor. Okay, looks like, yeah, they've kind of said that they're saying like 8.37 million of federal government money in 2022. Found the department has failed to fully comply with federal grant requirements. We found some employees appearing to charge excess time to 2 separate federal grants. So, yeah, looks like they've done a bunch of crazy stuff. So, Department of Agriculture, you guys should be punished to the full extent of the law, all of you, because you agricultural guys. Yeah. Anyway, let's get on Governor Cox's. Most new COVID-19 cases, deaths are among unvaccinated. Sorry, slip of the tongue. Okay, Governor Cox warns. So they're saying that most of the deaths and the illnesses are being counted as unvaccinated, or they have the first vaccination, and yada yada yada. So they're called jabs, anyways. So jabs, they're not really vaccinations anymore. They're jabs because they're not really a vaccination. I'm just saying. Not being mean, they're basically gene therapy shot. So, yeah, immune shot. I don't know what you want to call them. They're just not really an actual vaccination. To a point, you could call it that, but they're more like a jab. That's why they kind of changed to saying jabs versus vaccination, because it's gene therapy is what that is. That's what the current vaccinations are. So we'll wait for Norvax to come out later in the year. That's going to be an actual immunization. That's going to be a good deal. But anyway, so the Delta variant is really raises some concerns. 6% before last week. Now it's up to 10% of the cases in the United States are being counted as the Delta variant. Delta variant is the India variant that broke out in India. So this stuff is affecting younger children. From the information coming out of the UK, they're saying that younger children are being affected by the Delta variant. So that's the populations that's spreading through. It acts like a common cold. It has a little different symptoms than what the last COVID was. The last COVID, the UK strain and the South African and Brazilian strains were a little less deadly and less contagious. This 50% higher rate of hospitalizations with this new COVID. So it is a booger. It is going to be something to be dealing with in the future. I read one article said if you've gotten used to not wearing your mask in public, start using it again, just because the variant is now breaking out, and it's going to be the top variant or the top transmitting COVID virus in the United States very fast. So we're talking 2 months. It's going to be just widespread. This is more contagious, more viral load. I did read an article saying that the vaccinated do not shed the virus. They do have breakthrough infections, which I'm seeing a lot of that happen right now. Not being conspiracy theorist or anything like that. I'm kind of thinking this new variant's a lot more advanced. I'd say advanced would be a really good word to say. It's more of an advanced mutation. It's able to avoid the human immune system. That's one of its markers. Other than it's checked off all 3 of the worries that they want, is more contagious, more deadly, and it's able to avoid the human immune system. That's where the Delta variant is more deadly, and it is here, guys. It was not stopped. There was no effort to control the spread of the Delta variant out of India. UK took the full brunt of it first, and now it's heading here. Africa right now is in the middle of a mess. We're seeing all kinds of stuff. The other scientists did say that if there was a chance of this variant mutating inside the United States, like we have a Delta plus variant already breaking out inside India, which they should be right on that and stopping it, and everything from India back and forth all should be shut down immediately. We need to shut this down. That's just my opinion, because this is not going to be good, and the effectiveness of the vaccination / jab is going to be less effective, and it's going to wear off. It's not going to last as long, and it's not going to be as effective. So just a heads up on that. Here we go again. We're in the summertime. It's going to go down September. It's going to go right back up. And saying right now, what they're saying about the Delta variant, it's going to change everything again. So don't think that we're out of the woods on this at all. Not true. Let's see. I went through all this. Oh yeah, Biden signed in Juneteenth bill. So Friday will be recognized as the official day that the slaves were emancipated. So that is going to be June 19th. But Friday is going to be observed, I believe, what they were saying this Friday. So it'll be June 19th will be the federal holiday for the emancipation of the slaves after the Civil War. Police report serious injuries after motorcycle vehicle collide in Taylorsville. Yeah, not a good idea. I just never thought about riding a motorcycle. Just, after a few scars on my head, I with a 3-wheeler, I'm done doing that. Okay, police arrest third person in beating death in Magna. Yep, that whatever his name is. Have you seen this? Wolf pups just want to howl. Biased Fox or KSL, they want wolves. Wolves are just horrible, my opinion. Our wildlife or big game cannot handle a introduction of a super predator called a Canadian super wolf. It's a Canadian timber wolf. It's huge. It's not even a real lower 48 wolf. It was a buffalo wolf, and it's gone. Why Governor Cox says he can't enact a statewide ban of fireworks even during this record drought. Okay, he's saying that he can't. Salt Lake City, Governor Cox says Thursday if he had the authority to issue a statewide ban of fireworks, he would, but the governor said state attorney told him that's not in his power, even though he's declared the state of emergency for the record-breaking drought that's gripped Utah, putting much of the state in extreme risk of wildfires. I received a legal option last night from the Utah Attorney General's office and the General Counsel that I do not have the authority to implement that statewide ban. So it's up to the counties to do that. Counties and cities. Just a heads up on that. So there's still some power held within local jurisdictions, and that's great. There has to be a checks and balance power. We have to Iron County to stand away from Salt Lake to make its own decisions. Counties all work together as a state, just like the states work together as a country. United States, United Counties, kind of same thing going on. You got to keep that separation. Okay, let's see if we find anything else good. First bat with rabies this summer season found in Utah. Officials say. Okay, bats have rabies. Don't get bit. Just saying. Eviction moratorium ends. I guess the eviction moratorium is ending in July. So if you have been on the moratorium, there is tons of federal help you can find. You got to look it up for yourself. If you're back behind on your mortgage, your rent, there is options out there. That is why the housing market is not moving. And I do think, even though it's going to be a lot of people going to be kicked out of their houses, you have to really think about the fact it's not going to affect the housing market, because you're going to throw more houses or apartments on the market, and then they're going to have to find a place to live, unless you expect everybody to live underneath a bridge, which are being all built right now because of $5.4 billion that Governor Cox signed in for all the road construction that all the rest of us are dealing with every day. I wonder where he's going to get that money from. Just telling you, because he fell short on the gas tax last year by $600 million. Well, let's not open that old can of worms, shall we? Cox country, that's all I can say. Anyway, so eviction moratorium, you guys, just check it out. You can go to KSL. You can find out halfway down the page. You can look for the actual article on this, or different groups you can go to try to get help. I suggest doing it now. House votes to repeal 2002 Iraq War authorization. Thank you, Dick Cheney and Donald Rumsfeld. You guys are idiots. I'm glad his daughter just got slammed over the whole stupid thing. Weapons of mass destruction. Let's not leave out all. Let's just talk about Hillary Clinton for a minute, because she went and shoved a knife up Gaddafi's butt. We came, we saw, he died. Yeah, you guys almost elected that as president. Just saying, not us, but whoever else wanted Hillary Clinton in. So I guess they should all vote together that they destabilized Syria and caused the death of hundreds of thousands of Syrians. They helped in that too, and that could be a nice thing for these idiots to say. Never trust any of them. They're all complete crooks. U.S. Supreme Court backs Catholic group that shunned gay foster parents. Let's not get into that. Republicans challenged to Obamacare law rejected by U.S. Supreme Court. So U.S. Supreme Court said that they upheld the Obamacare is constitutional, even though it's a tax law, basically. They're not charging taxes, thank goodness. Let's hope that this new president and race to the bottom Kamala don't decide to implement the fines and fees for not having Obamacare at the end of the year like they did last time. So if they keep that out of it, they can have it all they want. Nobody cares. Remember when they said they could never afford universal health care? They couldn't afford it. That was like $10 trillion ago. Just blew that out. Like, oh, $20 trillion, let's go. Went right out the window. Nobody cares. It's all in China now, most of it, and then in the hedge funds' pockets. Okay. I'm looking for stuff, guys. Looking for stuff. What do we need to know about this summer's Zion National Park algae bloom situation? Don't play with it. And if you get into Zion, good luck. There's a bazillion people there. It's like a freaking freak show. Why would you even go there anyways? Like this is disastrous times. If you're from Utah, go on the off season. Just telling you. We all know this. You don't go down there with that. That place is a madhouse. Just a complete madhouse. You're walking around looking at everybody else. Well, look, there's a mountain. Oh, okay. 2 steps to the right. No. Don't go till the off season. Put off your plans till October. Just get the cold air. A lot of them will leave. It'll be great. Ooh, power surge. Okay, well, let's see if this heat wave affects the power. Oh, it's blinking again. Oh, there goes the dim again. Uh-oh. Here at 45 News Utah, we may lose the power. We will not stop because we have an iPhone. We don't have the computer to look at. Okay, looks like the power is still on. Oh, yeah. Okay, well, we paid the power bill, right? Anyway, okay, on to something else. Let's see. Sex and the City actor voicing Salt Lake County COVID-19 vaccine ad campaign. This guy is just... It's a horse, of course, Mr. Ed. That's who I want telling me to get vaccinated. Oh, the insanity continues. Oh, I went back to KSL. Let's go to Fox. Let's see what Fox has got going on. Fox. Okay, in other news, Vladimir Putin and Biden met, and it is confirmed here at 45 News Utah that Joe Biden is Vladimir Putin's lapdog. Yes, he is the lapdog that was on Biden's lap the entire time. Biden had to shoo him away. At the same time, Biden took his pants off and ran around with his wife trying to steer him in the direction of the bathroom or something, because he can't remember if he has his pants on or not half the time, and he is Putin's lapdog. We sent Biden in to meet with one of the most powerful leaders, strongest leaders in the world. Vladimir Putin is no one to mess with. He's not messing around. Anybody says that Vladimir Putin, the Russia, yeah, yeah. At least Russia, he has his shirt off and his muscles. He's riding a horse. He's like all tough. Biden's like, pudding tonight. Okay, whatever. As long as they don't cause thermonuclear war, they can have at it. I mean, whatever. If I hear no complaints by the left saying that he's a conspirator, he says Russia is working with Russia. Remember those times? Remember all that Russia gate stuff? Remember all that Russia stuff, guys? Where did it go? Now Biden's meeting with Putin. Trump wouldn't meet with Putin. He couldn't. He'd have been ran over. He'd have been attacked every day. There'd be people screaming at the top of their lungs at the sky screaming Russia. It would have been great, just telling you. Portland riot team resigns after officer's indictment over alleged assault of photographer. So, if you guys didn't cover the riots, I was watching most of them, kind of laughed my butt off. But all you have to do is put media on the back of your shirt, and you can literally be media. You don't have to be a registered media. Just be, I'm media, and then you can just burn buildings down, and nobody cares. The riots were just orchestrated, in my opinion. I don't know. You guys can come try to burn my house down, whatever you guys got. St. Louis couple who stared down BLM mob pleads guilty to and loses guns. Yeah, McCloskey's, they decided to plead guilty to, it was like criminal assault, and they gave up their guns. The two guns they were holding, one little one she's holding, a little bitty, 38 or whatever, and his looks like an AR, or it probably is an M16. He handed it over to be crushed because he's thinking about running for office somewhere. But yeah, the McCloskeys that did that when the BLM broke down their gated community, they stared them down with their weapons, and there was some damage to their property, so they were defending their property, and they surrendered their guns. Unvaccinated West Point cadets face growing retaliation, sources say. Well, I believe it. Somehow the unvaccinated are a threat to the vaccinated, but yet the vaccinated can still get the virus, but yet they could spread the virus. But then again, the unvaccinated, I don't get it. Then they tell you to wear a mask indoors again. Mask didn't help if you were the one that was not sick, right? A lot of people just doing some crazy stuff. A lot of misinformation out there. Misinformation. You got to be caring for other people to get vaccinated. Well, if you get vaccinated, so what's your deal? What are you worried about? If it's effective, what are you worried about? Honestly, if it's 97% effective, why are you worried? I mean, realistically, it's the unvaccinated like me that I have allergies real bad, and it's clearly stated on one of the websites, one of the medical reports, and I've had severe allergies. The vaccination can be deadly. And I'm sitting here with just severe allergies every day of my life. So I'm just saying, that's why I had COVID so bad, I think, twice. Let's see. Let's see what else we got going on. Okay, GOP state slams SCOTUS decision upholding Obamacare. Biden makes day celebrating freeing the black slaves after the Civil War. Chicago mayor declares racism a public crisis. Oh no, she didn't, did she? Beetlejuice is she's the mayor of Chicago. This lady's like, no white reporters are going to be interviewing me. Has to be a person of color. This lady did. She pure racism, but she says racism is a crisis. I'm positive. I'm right there with her. It is a crisis. Chicago Mayor Lori Lightfoot is the one. So today's race to the bottom, it is Lori Lightfoot, which is the biggest racist mayor that I've ever encountered in my entire lifetime. Yep, Lori Lightfoot. Pick up your trophy, which I'll cut out of a piece of paper and draw a picture on it for you, Beetlejuice. Pick it up at the office, or I will send it to you. Okay, in the mail. Just give me an envelope, or I will charge you for shipping for your paper trophy that I will just cut out and draw a trophy for you, and you can have it. It's a race to the bottom trophy. You can share it with all your friends. So it's a great thing. Awesome thing. Okay, anyway, Lightfoot's just a racist pile of garbage, Beetlejuice, whatever. See. Yeah. I don't know. There's a lot of different stories. Joe Rogan torches CNN Brian Stelter. Hey, mother blanker, you're supposed to be a journalist. Brian Stelter is not a journalist. Brian Stelter is like one of the trolliest people there ever was. He is such a goob. Look at this guy. Look at this guy. Look at the goob. He's a goob. This is the kind of guy you want control of your world. I mean, looks aren't everything, but he's got the whole package. Some people think he's cool. He's awesome. He's just right there. He's this, whoa, brave new world we're in, right? Let's yeah, just total bravery. Yeah, brave new world. Brian Stelter. Yeah, he's not a journalist. He's a paid actor on CNN. CNN is a paid propaganda wing, and they're ushering in the new world order. It's not a new world order; it's a brave new world now. They're trying to. They really are seriously. We're in the middle of a complete shift of America, where the ugly is beautiful and beautiful is ugly, and they're trying to make everything just completely reverse. Good is bad and bad is good. This is what's happening across the world under this. That's why I said, we're pulling out of Afghanistan. All we got to do is give them, wokeness. We should give them a whole heaping helping of this. We should fund gender studies in Afghanistan. The Taliban will be in complete retreat. ISIS will disappear. I mean, you want to destroy an entire country, all you got to do, or an organization, is just give them inclusion and wokeness. This is the most race division I've ever seen in my entire lifetime. This is how insanity works. Instead of just everybody being together and working together, we have a national crisis on our hands, and it's the new world, the New Deal. That's what this is. And they blatantly say it on national television, on CNN and all the other. This is the brave new world. This is the same new world that just comes in and just crashes everything. If this is what we want, this is what we get. This is what we have. And if everybody's happy with this, it's the best times we've ever had. This perfect. Then I don't know where you're standing on that. Honestly, I have no idea, because the insanity is just running mad. And you don't have the funds to do this brave new world, because the money you're borrowing is our great-grandchildren's funds. Not your great-grandchildren's funds. The people that are just so woke, they probably live with their dog. A lot of people just probably live in China that are pushing this, or in some other foreign country, UK. Probably they're not even American citizens, and they're commenting constantly that everything's bad and America's bad and everything we did is bad. We should have united prior, like we were doing when we were getting sick of being used by the corporate kleptocracy that runs the world, the Jeff Bezos and the JP Morgans and the giant hedge funds. These people run the world. And until everybody sits back and says, you know what, the kleptocrats at the top have been just orchestrating us, like they're literally the Pied Piper leading us down the streets and in our own destruction. And nobody gets it. Nobody gets it. It should be a left and a right. There should be a left or a right. There should be a black or a white and a red and yellow. That's the colors of the medicine wheel. We should all be one people and be saying, wait a minute, you're taking our lives, our children's lives, and you're funneling drugs into our country. Kids are doing fentanyl and meth and heroin on the streets. I mean, that's what we should all be uniting against. But the longer we stay divided, the longer people start judging people by their skins, their ethnicity, their religion, their faith. The more they push, the more they steal, the more they control. You see what I'm saying? This is how this works. This is how the game is. They keep us divided. We get to have lawyers in charge. They work for them, the hedge funds of the world, and JP Morgans and all the other Chase, Bank, whatever. All the great monopolies that are sucking all the money up. Why everybody's just fighting each other for scraps until we all sit down and say enough's enough. It's just going to continue. There's no way I could ever, no way we're ever going to succeed. It's just not going to happen. We're going to burn buildings, riot in the streets. Antifa's going to blow stuff up, burn stuff up, and it's all for them. Everything that Antifa is doing is for them. They don't get it. Everything that Patriot Movement's doing is for them. It's what they need. They have to have misery needs company, but they have to have the population in disarray in order to keep you guys from uniting. That's how. Okay, so let's get on prisons for a minute. So the most racist place in America you could go is a prison or a jail. Not a peep out of the news, not a peep out of anything. No one's saying nothing about it. So when you step into a jail or a prison, especially prison, you are judged by one thing. One thing only, you walk in the door. Race. Complete race. And people are in love with watching, shows about real life in prison. But it's the biggest racist. Those are racial breeding zones where people are killed because of their ethnicity. And you cannot intermingle with people of other races there. And nobody's saying anything. I mean, but let's give you all an idea of what my opinion is on this. So they keep them divided in a prison. The number one thing you have to do to keep the prisoners from overrunning the guards is to keep the internal civil conflict going inside the prison population. Now, if any of you guys can sit back and think about that for a minute, why are they not talking about this? Why is it prisons are the most racist places on planet Earth? It'd take 2.5 seconds to look it up. It's true. It's factual. No fake news there. So prisons are the most corrupt, racist places there is, and nobody say anything about it. Nobody's yelling for prison reform. That the one group can't fight the other group. You all have to intermingle. We need diversity. You're all right. No, because once the groups organize, so you have the Latins and you have the whites, and you have the blacks and some Native Americans, depending where you're at, and they're all constantly working together, warring with each other. Okay, so if they all united, and we all became one people, even in prison, then the guards would be in trouble. Because then you'd have unity amongst the prisoners. So when there was a rebellion, you'd have every race and color, creed together, every ethnicity working together as one. And that's a sacred hoop. That's everybody together. That's power of the sacred hoop in the circle. So that should give you guys some proof, evidence, proof positive of why race division is so key, why they steal all the money. That's how they do it. That's how they work. And until we all kind of understand that, left or right, Antifa or whatever, together and say, you know what, this is a us thing. This is us. It's not them and me and them against each other. You against me, and no, what's us. A united country is the most dangerous thing on the planet. You want to know why? Because you cannot conquer it. You cannot conquer it. We learned that in Afghanistan. You can't. They're united. It's worthless. There's breakaway little steps. In the end, they're all united. Doesn't matter. They're all working together. But when you introduce ISIS into Afghanistan against the Taliban, well, there you go. Now you got internal civil division. Now they're killing each other, and well, time to leave. Time to pull out. By the way, we're pulling out of Afghanistan by September 1st. Biden wants everybody out of there pretty much. And you know what? All I gotta say is just dump some inclusion, diversity, whatever you want to call on them that we're going through here in America, and they'll just kill each other. Be mad at each other because one guy's a darker Afghan, the other one's Asian. He's mixed with a Mongol. He's got Asian descent, and they'll just start fighting each other internally over ethnicity. They'll never unite. They'll never be a united country, and maybe one Afghanistan. I don't understand how people don't understand that. I my whole life I've sat back and just could never understand why we have to be divided, and then we look at what's happening in America and across the world, how to really destroy countries, to divide them internally, steal all their wealth. Yep, fighting each other over religion or race, ethnicity in different countries like Africa, different ethnic groups, and it's the Hutus and Tutsis against each other because they're the little ethnic difference, religious difference, and they butcher each other. They'll never unite. They steal all the money. They leave the country in shambles, death in their wake over racism and diversity, difference in religion and ethnicities. That's what we have going on in America too. Let's see. So it looks like breaking. At least one person is dead and a dozen hurt after eight shootings in West Valley area of Metro Phoenix. Okay. There you get your fight between each other. Here's why fighting the Affordable Care Act means so much to Republicans. Historical drought will make power plants shut down. Oh, that looks like California's in trouble. California asked to cut back power usage during extreme heat conditions. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. You guys, you Californians, you're all in Utah. So it doesn't really make a difference, right? There's a bazillion Californians here now. The water in Lake Oroville, the state's second largest reservoir, has dropped precipitously this summer. Wow, no wonder why they're look at California's lakes. I don't know if you guys have never. I've never been to California. Look at that. That's their legs. It's like, let's go to the lake. No, thanks. So it's like a moon, toilet, water. And what other problem there? Yeah, probably would have been a good looking lake at one time. Now it's just a, yeah, that's pretty sad. That's pretty sad. Anyway, they're using too much power. They're just telling people cut their power usage during the daytime, asking the public to cut back, please, because they suck. California sucks. I'm just saying. I've never been there, but I've just heard way too much about that state. So if you're from California, you love your state, good luck. I don't really have any couth for that place. Okay, news and buzz analysis. The 30 most bizarre lines from Donald Trump's interview with Sean Hannity. Bizarre. This is combating Joe. UN? G7? What? Joe. Hello. Are you in there? You got pants on there? Yeah, like the Naked Gun. That's who Joe Biden reminds me of, is the Naked Gun. If you ever get a chance to watch that show, it's pretty funny. Yeah, he reminds me of that. Anyway, realtor puts house from hell on the market. Well, it will sell for $1 million. Yeah, I heard there's houses going for $1 million, by the way. Everybody, just saying, cash. Why Andrew Yang did an abrupt U-turn on identity politics. I don't know. Because it's stupid. That's probably why I did an abrupt turn. No racial division, no religious division, no division of anybody. We're all Americans. Let's all work together. Hello. And the worst news of all, Pornhub is being sued. Allegations of bad stuff, non-consensual videos. So, yeah, they're getting sued. Trump made vaccine claims on Fox News. See what Dr. Gupta has to say. No, I really don't want to. CNN. Blech. CNN. Just saying. CNN. Dumb. Putin praises Biden, calling him a professional following Geneva summit. Yeah. Biden lapdog. Trump. The lady that did all the bullying, cyberbullying. Yay. Yeah. Nothing yet, guys. Gupta's not even worth talking about. And the perilous journey of Biden and Kamala. Too bad Beetlejuice beat you guys to the punch. I would definitely put Kamala as race to the bottom again and give her a pair of brand new knee pads if she's willing to come pick him up. 45 News Utah. She won the prize. Last video. Brand new squeaky, brand new knee pads. I'm telling you, she's a peach. A peach. Let's see. I don't really look at it. Anything else I can look at Archie News. Let's just kind of dabble in that for a minute. Let's see what Russia has to say. Oh, U.S. Embassy in Kabul, Iraq, Afghanistan. Kabul, Afghanistan. COVID breakout. 100 plus infected workers. One dies. They're evacuating. COVID-19. It's probably going to be the Delta India variant that has broke out there in Kabul. Not a good deal. I guess Africa is really struggling too. As U.S. declares Juneteenth new slavery ending holiday, Supreme Court rejects lawsuit by slaves in Africa. Do we even want to go there? So we've been sued by Africa? No? These are your tax dollars, by the way. That's when you get your check stub and it's like you make $400 and you lose $150 to taxes. Yeah. Lawsuit by slaves in Africa. Child slaves trafficking to coca. Oh, okay, plantations in Africa. Could sue Nestle for, yep, child slaves being used to harvest coca for chocolate. That's child labor been going on. Just like mining in the Amazon, huge amount of gold mines destroying the Amazon, all illegal mining everywhere down there, and they won't allow a gold mine to be opened up here. Needless to say, you could dig the dirt clear to the bottom to the center of the earth to build a bazillion-dollar house and nobody say nothing. Just saying, they would not care. You could take an entire deer winter range, develop it, throw condominiums and subdivisions on it. You could take mid-range and just throw everything you want, homes, destroy the deer's fawning grounds, high country, you have big resorts, elk habitat, deer habitat. Oh, what about the mountain lions? A mountain lion habitat, and nobody cares. Nobody cares. Just saying, nobody cares. It's all about the rich man. What the rich man wants, he gets, or woman. In that case, it's the top. The top is corrupt. They've always been corrupt, and they don't care. And they're hedge fund owners. They're the ones that's been steering this country in the toilet and the world for years, and using slave labor in Asia, Africa. That's where they get their money. They use dirt wage. They can't even afford rice or sandals to work at a Nike shop. So, a basketball player, someone in the hood could be wearing a brand new pair of Nikes. Was made by somebody in Asia that was getting paid $2 a day or less. Have to live in the factory. But let's just worry about, global warming, shall we? Anyway, Israel bombs Gaza second straight day in response to cross-border attacks as shaky truce falters. The new president of Israel, whatever, prime minister, he's just blowing up Gaza. Just saying. Chicago mayor declares racism a public health crisis. So, and directs $10 million in COVID funds to equity zones. Just saying. She declares race. She just said she wants no interviews with white reporters. Anybody that's white's not allowed to report or do anything, talk to her at all. She's Beetlejuice. Okay. Not a big deal. San Francisco man arrested for allegedly stabbing 94-year-old Asian woman had been released by judge 9 days earlier. Imagine that. Media hushes up reporters suggesting FBI involvement in Capitol riot as White House turns anti-terrorist efforts on American people. Oh, how I would love to discuss my opinion on that riot and the people who are involved in that. So I watched it unfold, guys. I was watching the entire thing, and I watched what was happening in the vote inside the House, inside the building. I watched it unfold, but Buffalo guy walked right through, and Confederate flag guy, and and I don't know who these people are. We don't know who they really are. Just saying. Let's see. Moscow mayor wants. Okay, so the Moscow mayor warns of possible limited but harsh COVID-19 lockdown, citing worsening health situation in Europe and larger cities. Yes, it's coming. It's coming. It's Delta plus variant is going to be after the Delta variant plus mutations inside the United States. It's going to get ugly, guys. Just not being a downer, but that's truth. So it's coming. U.S. Congressman attends Zoom hearing in pajamas, showing stomach and boxers to shocked colleagues. Oh, yeah. This is the remote working, guys. Just saying. You guys can see my white neck because I was wearing my bandana yesterday. Yeah, it's pretty funny. See, shocks fellow lawmakers and later social media users after he attended a Zoom hearing, seemingly in his pajamas, and at one point even exposing his stomach to the camera. It must have been just grueling seeing his stomach. Yeah, well, you get what you pay for. This is what people want. So it's what people want. It's what they elected, right? Race to the bottom. Just a race to the bottom. Anyway, let's see. I can't see much more going on other than the fact that Victoria's Secret grounds angels and hires female success icons like Megan when whatever they jump the angels. Beautiful's going to become ugly. Just telling you, national security threat on or Nothing Burger. Lawmakers sound mixed signals after being briefed on UFOs. Yeah, it was a Nothing Burger. It was just something to attention. Look over here, look over here, look over here. That's what it is. Okay, Biden, yeah, he's just dumb. U.S. House votes to repeal 2000. Yeah, we heard about the Iraq. Western powers usage. We heard about that. Let's see. Yeah, it's dumb. Putin rejects Biden's claim of crackdown on Kremlin opponents, says Black Lives Matter and Capitol rioters shows U.S. has its own issues. It does. Internal division is internal civil conflict. Yeah, Putin was right. I guess I could be called a lapdog for Putin, but he's right. Yeah, he's completely right. We have an entire change of our culture that's being pushed by people in power now. Which the culture was flawed prior, which we all knew that. There was slavery by all of us. We were being enslaved to work for corporations, for not a very barely survivable wage. And 2008 was no different, and they trump it up, blow up the bubble. Everybody crashes, and they take all the money. They've already left the building. It's what they're doing again. They're doing again. He said fiat currency. So anyway, you guys have a great night. This is just today's episode. Hope it's not too offending. Yeah, but it's the news. What else can I do? Thanks for watching. You guys have a great night.